The end of the world didn't happen in a day. There was no zombie outbreak, there was no tremendous nuclear bomb. We watched it happen, slowly, every day. Like ink on a tablecloth, we watched fear and greed seep into every thread of our society. First, the flood started displacing the poor, and citizens became refugees in their own country. Then food became scarce, and the grocery store shelves were as bare as they always threatened they would be. The country became an even more violent place. Everyday people had to fight for resources, for survival. The police and the military tried to flex their strength as riots rippled across America, and they managed to kill a great many people in the process. But it was not successful. The government could not keep control. The world itself was convulsing, with hurricanes, with droughts, with floods and forest fires. The powers that be could not keep up. They could not rebuild amongst the civil unrest and the destruction. Rome was not built in a day, and the United States had been falling for years. The dust is simply settling. That is the world in which my novel, The Afterlight, takes place in. It is a queer post-apocalyptic drama currently sitting in the first draft phase. I have recently been accepted into a writing residency here in Cleveland called the Breakthrough Writing Residency, in which I will be working on the revision of this book. I'd like to describe the overall vibe of my novel as Station 11 meets Song of Achilles meets The Last of Us. To tell you a little bit more about the story itself. In an America ravaged by climate change, an art conservationist named Arjun runs into his childhood best friend Ben after his caravan transporting artifacts to the government stronghold in DC is attacked in a resource raid. Ben agrees to use his military and survival skills to escort Arjun and the one artifact he was able to save to the stronghold through the Appalachian Mountains. Along the way, the pair question not only what they might mean to each other, but what is worth preserving at all. Over this next year during the residency, I plan on documenting my entire process of revising this novel, as well as the events I get to attend, the opportunities I get to experience, and just my normal writerly life. One cool thing that I'm really excited to share with everyone is in the spring, I plan on taking a road trip that travels the path of Arjun and Ben from Cleveland to DC. I'll be stopping at state parks and little motels along the way, car camping mostly with my puppy dog, just to get a sense of the space, to get a sense of nature and the true power of the Appalachian Mountains and how that can inform my story. If you'd like to follow along on my journey, write this book with me, feel free to follow me here, Instagram, or follow me on Substack. The link is in my bio. Thanks, friends.